Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the Sila Patethakaram. It stands as one of the 5 great epics of ancient Tamil literature. We are going to deeply analyze the Mangala Walthu Padal. This is a profound song of benediction found in the Pahar Kandam that opens the epic by celebrating the divine, social, and cultural grandeur of a momentous wedding. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the great epic Silapatikaram, then explore Puhar as a thriving port city, and move on to the Song of Benediction. From there, we'll look at invoking the cosmic forces, detail the lineage, virtue, and procession, and finally wrap up with the cultural and philosophical significance. Let's jump right into Section 1, the great epic Silapatikaram. Silapatikaram literally translates to the tale of an anklet. This foundational text, attributed to the Jain monk and Chera prince Ilango Adigal, fundamentally breaks from classical conventions. It doesn't center on a powerful monarch or a divine avatar. Instead, it foregrounds a mortal woman named Kannagi. The poet celebrates Kannagi as the absolute embodiment of virtue. As you'll see, her unwavering chastity, known as karpu, eventually transforms her profound grief into a righteous wrath that literally reshapes the moral order of her world. This epic absolutely remains a cornerstone of profound literary genius. The epic's massive scope spans 3 great ancient Tamil kingdoms across 3 distinct books. First, we have the Puhar Kandam, which details the vibrant events in the Chola city of Puhar. Next, the Madurai Kandam shifts the narrative to the Pandya kingdom of Madurai. And finally, the Vanchi Kandam concludes the tale in the Chera country of Vanchi. Our focus today rests squarely within that very first canto, the Puhar Kandam, which perfectly sets the moral and geographic stage for all the events to come. Moving on to Section 2, Puhar, a thriving port city. We have to talk about the city of Puhar, also known as Kaveri Pumpatanam. It served as the ancient capital city of the Chola monarchs. Situated securely right on the seashore, at the exact confluence of the Kaveri River and the ocean, Puhar functions as the vital economic and cultural heart of the kingdom. Its strategic position truly transformed it into a legendary maritime hub of the ancient world. The city of Puhar rises like a cultural mountain of prosperity. It represents immense mercantile wealth as a thriving, cosmopolitan port dominated by the highly affluent Nagarthar merchant class. Here, local Tamil traders seamlessly intermingled with global merchants, including Yavana and Arab traders. Puhar stands as a vibrant epicenter for advanced maritime networks, classical art, music, dance, and profound ritual life. The sheer prosperity of the city directly reflects the righteous rule of its king. That brings us to Section 3, the Song of Benediction. Now we get to the core of our explainer. The Mangala Vastu Padal is the Song of Benediction. This masterwork of early literature intentionally elevates the wedding of Kannagi and Kovalan from a mere personal union to a deeply cosmic, social, and spiritual event. The poet deliberately invokes nature, deities, prosperity, and royal symbols to bestow absolute grace upon the nuptial pair. It frames their marriage not just as a private ceremony, but as a crucial cornerstone of societal harmony. This text displays a profound literary innovation. While contemporary traditions usually demanded praising a specific deity right at the beginning of an epic, Ilango Adigal does something completely different. He opens by praising the sun, the moon, the rain, and the city of Puhar itself. This bold poetic choice firmly roots the divine blessing directly in the observable natural and civic world. It clearly highlights a deep philosophical belief in the absolute sacredness of the natural order. Next up is Section 4, Invoking the Cosmic Forces. Let's break down this invocation layer by layer. The poet employs a masterful concentric narrative arc. He moves deliberately from the vast celestial bodies of the cosmos down to the natural elements of the atmosphere and finally right into human society. This highly structured poetic device binds the entire universe directly to the prosperity of the Chola realm and the sacred space of the wedding pavilion. The macrocosm perfectly aligns with the microcosm. In the first invocation, the poet masterfully equates the cooling, protective light of the moon with the white umbrella of the righteous Chola king. This imagery explicitly ties the protective, benevolent nature of the cosmos to the king's sacred duty to govern righteously and shelter his subjects. The moon essentially becomes a celestial mirror of terrestrial justice and mercy.
The invocation then turns its focus to the sun. The unyielding, orderly revolution of the sun around the mythical Mount Meru directly mirrors the absolute authority and dharma of the Chola ruler. The sun represents the unwavering justice, structural order, and formidable power maintained by the monarch. It stands as a brilliant testament to the inescapable rule of both cosmic and regal law. Finally, the poet addresses the mighty clouds. The life-giving rain symbolizes the king's boundless generosity. Think of it like this. Just as the heavy clouds pour essential water onto the earth, the king's prosperity pours down upon his citizens, ensuring the agricultural fertility and immense wealth of the Tamil land. The grace of nature and the benevolence of the state are presented as one unified, powerful force. All of this beautifully illustrates the classical Tamil poetic convention of binding natural imagery directly to cultural and royal symbolism. The poet utilizes these powerful metaphors to establish a profound truth. Under a just and righteous ruler, the cosmos itself aligns to bless the realm, and by extension, this momentous marriage. The wedding is completely validated by the highest forces of nature. Now we arrive at Section 5, Lineage, Virtue, and Procession. Here, we zoom into the micro level of the epic to look at the nuptial pair. The poet presents a perfectly balanced couple, establishing their elite status right before the tragedy unfolds. Kannagi is presented as a flawless figure of noble lineage and domestic purity, fully embodying the absolute ideal of moral excellence. Beside her stands Kovalan, a young man of expanding fame, immense wealth, valor, and high social standing. Together, they represent the absolute pinnacle of Puhar's merchant aristocratic. The ceremonial procession that follows literally unites the entire city in a grand display of prosperity. Fair maidens seated on majestic elephants formally invite the citizens. The rhythmic beats of mridangam drums and the auspicious blare of conchas fill the vibrant streets. White umbrellas, which are traditional symbols of royalty, are lifted high. The poet utilizes these royal symbols to signify the immense societal importance of this elite merchant-class wedding, demonstrating the deep intertwining of commerce and nobility. The physical setting of the wedding is equally magnificent. The ceremony takes place under an enchanting, dazzling canopy of blue silk, supported by pillars decked with diamonds and overhanging garlands. Astronomically, the event is perfectly timed, occurring on the highly auspicious day when the moon approaches the star Rohini. Every single detail reflects peak cultural prosperity and absolute divine favor. Finally, we reach Section 6, Cultural and Philosophical Significance. The thematic core of this text is the dynamic interplay of Karpu and Dharma. Now, this is a crucial point to understand. Kannagi's purity and loyalty are not merely passive domestic traits. They are explicitly framed as a cumulative spiritual power. This immense power, deeply embedded in foundational Tamil values, is ultimately capable of completely reshaping the moral order of the universe when confronted with extreme injustice. The song functions as a complete cosmic blessing. It meticulously reflects the supreme unity of society, nature, and divinity. By showing us this flawless, prosperous world at the very beginning of the narrative, the poet firmly establishes a profound moral foundation just before human flaws invite devastating tragedy. This deliberate contrast absolutely elevates the structural and emotional brilliance of the epic. This fragile perfection perfectly sets the stage for Kannagi's ultimate transformation, from a silent wife into a fierce deity of righteous wrath. So, we're left with this lingering question. How does this beautiful invocation of cosmic order foreshadow the sheer tragedy and ultimate divine justice that will soon consume the rest of the epic? As you continue your exploration of this monumental literary masterpiece, that is the defining question you must carry with you.